All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your man Cleveland Terry, and today I have my man Jeff from Chauvet DJ. We're going to talk a little bit about the newly released GIgbar Move ILS. Is what it's called, ILS.
Yes.
All right, so I know the first question that all of my viewers are going to want to know is, what is ILS? What does it mean, actually?
ILS stands for Integrated Lighting System.
Okay.
It's a brand new technology of lighting control that for the first time allows users to have fixtures in a master-slave configuration where the fixtures themselves are different.
Okay.
So in a previous, before ILS, all those fixtures in a chain had to be the same type of fixture
Sure.
for them to communicate.
Right.
ILS now blows that up, and now you can use any fixture type in that chain. Now, the fixtures do have to be ILS compatible.
That makes sense.
The GIgbar Move Plus ILS is the centerpiece of the ecosystem because it's the brain. That is
see.
what is controlling the other fixtures.
So then, like traditional fixtures, you have your DMX channels. Each channel does a certain thing. ILS is communicating to them saying, ignore, even though I'm on channel 4, ignore that I'm telling you to turn this green. I want you to do this part instead.
It's actually, I think, a little simpler than that.
Okay.
In that the idea is no DMX. The idea is
Okay.
no programming time. The idea is to try to get to create a coordinated, synchronized light show quickly, easily, without programming,
Okay.
and without DMX at all. So what happens is the GIgbar Move is using its auto programs.
Of course,
the
which
programs
are-
that are built right into it.
Which are excellent, by the way.
There's a great variety of them.
Yeah.
And this GIgbar Move Plus ILS is a beefed up powerhouse.
I noticed, I was checking on your website, that it looks like you put new moving heads in here.
They are new. The GIgbar, the previous version, which is still a great fixture, the movers were 10 watts.
Yeah.
These are 32 watts.
And that's a
So-
big deal.
They are much brighter. The pars went from quad color to hex color. So
Okay.
now you've got UV and white.
Nice.
The strobes are big, bright 5-watt LEDs. And the laser went from RG, red-green, to red-green-blue. And it's a fat beam RGB laser.
see that.
So, and then, of course, you have the ILS technology built in. So it's now sending wirelessly
Okay, that was the
its
next question.
auto programs or sound activation modes to ILS compatible fixtures in the ecosystem.
This has wireless built in,
It does. The GIgbar does.
input and output.
No, it's not going to send. It's not going to intake wireless signal.
Okay.
It is the transmitter.
Gotcha.
In order to receive the wireless signal, the ILS fixtures need the DeFi USB
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
inserted into the back of them to
Okay.
receive that signal.
Perfect.
Now, the number one question we always get is, can this work with my existing versions of these fixtures?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is no. The slave fixtures, if you will, the ILS compatible fixtures have to be ILS.
Okay.
So they are equipped with a chip in them to be able to understand, to translate the commands from the GIgbar Move Plus ILS.
I see. Okay. Now, and I saw that there's a new remote.
There is a new RF remote that comes with the unit. So this makes control really easy from anywhere in the room. You no longer have to be in line of sight
Right.
to operate it. And the on-remote graphics are really user-friendly.
Yeah.
And they give you the ability to isolate effects on the GIgbar.
Okay.
So you've got complete control over things like blackout. You can take out movers. You can take out pars.
Okay.
So you can customize the look a little bit better. You can
Sure.
freeze all of the movement. Really versatile control from the RF remote.
Can you set up predefined scenes from the remotes? Like if I'm doing a party, a wedding, and I want my movers to hit the middle of the dance floor,
Yeah.
can that be done from the remote?
No, the best thing you can do is to freeze the
Right
movers
when they
they're in
stop.
that position.
Okay.
Because when you're talking about that level of control,
Now you're talking about DMX.
you're moving out of
Okay.
moving out of the realm of what this is designed for.
Gotcha.
So you're now into a DMX situation.
Now, how many fixtures are already ILS compatible.
This first wave is, I think, about 12 fixtures.
Okay.
And they're all versions of fixtures that everyone already knows.
Okay.
So there's movers, there's lasers, there's swarms, and there's the LED shadow, the slim bank, things like that.
So pretty much everything that's on here right now,
They're all ILS compatible.
and the mover back
and
here.
the movers, yes.
Okay.
They are receiving that wireless signal from the GIgbar. But soon that ecosystem will be growing exponentially.
Gotcha.
This is just the first wave.
Okay.
And before long, most products would be ILS compatible.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
My biggest complaint with the original GIgbar Move was the moving heads. Everything else was fine, but they just weren't strong enough.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you upgraded those.
Yeah, and again, I think the thing to remember is, how much are you paying for a product? What's the job you expect that tool to do?
Sure.
And so when somebody is looking for increased brightness or increased features, of course that price is going to go up.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
you're into a different level of product. So
So will they both be sold at the same time? So the GIgbar Move and the ILS, is that just going to be an upgraded light, or are you replacing it?
the GIgbar Move, this is not a replacement for the GIgbar Move.
Okay.
They will exist side by side.
Okay, gotcha.
So you have the GIgbar, and there's other GIgbars as well. GIgbar
there's a
2,
regular
GIgbar.
Yeah,
Move.
I have a few of them.
Yeah.
So what's the retail price on the ILS version?
$12.99.
Okay, and refresh my memory, the GIgbar Move, how much is that one?
That one's depending on where you get it, I
Yeah.
think in the neighborhood of like 900.
Okay, gotcha. And are these ready for sale now, or are they coming out?
They will be on the market this month.
Okay.
Available at Guitar Center first for about 60 days.
Gotcha.
And then widely available anywhere.
Now I know that this is the hub. This
Yeah.
is the brain. What happens if you don't have this, but you have 4 movers? Can they talk to one another, or does it still require something like this?
They cannot talk to each other without the brain.
Okay.
In an ILS configuration, that is.
Okay.
Now, the important thing to remember is that all these products are normal products.
Right.
So they all have DMX in, DMX out. They all have auto programs and sound activation modes.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're using ILS or not, you've got a great fixture. And in fact, like I said, as the older versions fade away, these new ILS compatible versions are going to replace them anyway.
They're just going to be there. You're not even going to think about it.
Exactly. So you won't even have to think about, is this ILS compatible or not? But no, without the brain, the ILS portion of this control doesn't work.
Although I see in your future a DeFi box with ILS built in.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Perfect. So once again, Jeff from Chauvet DJ, GIgbar Move. Very, very impressed with this new release. You can buy it at Guitar Center exclusively for the next couple of months, depending on when you watch this video. And $12.99.
Yeah.
$12.99. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Peace out.